Hello, welcome in. This is Birds of the Feather Podcast. It's your boy Q City. Man, this is the betting pod for the
Your boy
final
Taj
week of the
Bravado.
NFL season, week 18. I know you guys ain't been on the betting pod for a minute. So I ain't gonna disrespect y'all with letting y'all know our records for the year. We'll just get back on it next NFL season. Stay with it the whole time. But through the rest of the NFL season, the playoffs and the college football championship games, we'll make sure to be giving our picks out. All right. So starting off with the games. Guys, man, week 18 is a hard week to bet. Cause like, man, a lot of these games, some of them mean everything. And then for a lot of people, some of these mean nothing. And so,
Yeah, basically. So I
and
picked
I
the
kind
games
of
that
went the
all
opposite
every game I
direction,
picked
not
had
on
some
every
meaning
game, but
to it.
like I
So
picked some games that don't necessarily have like real deep implications just because I like the spreads on them. My first game. Well, the first game, I think that me and you can both agree on is nothing that we need to talk about any more than that. Atlanta money line Carolina. They got to win that game. I expect them to win that game. Carolina will end the season on what is this, a 6 game losing streak or 5 game losing streak? If they lose this one, but I need that to happen. I need that. To happen. I went straight money line on it. Um, looks like you went straight money line too. Tell me you're thinking behind
um,
it.
I mean, look,
Yeah.
I don't care about the
I
spread
mean,
right
like,
now. We
there's
need to
X's
win.
and O reasons. We broke those down on pod, but like when it really boils down to it, I think we have I think we have a superior quarterback. Um, I think our line is better than theirs. Defensively, we are coming on at the right time. To really put some heat and pressure behind that. We have 6 alternates for the Pro Bowl. A lot on the back end, and so yeah, yeah.
I'm
Is
annoyed
it
by
six
some of those.
alternates?
Because some of those are very disrespectful. But yeah, something like that. But I know
Yeah,
two of them
in AJ an
like
alternate as well?
Bijan and Jesse Bates being alternates is crazy. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So,
yeah, a
we got a
fifth tier alternate.
possibly some Pro Bowlers on the back end. Well, by definition, we'll have some because I know them.
I mean, we got two. We got Lindstrom and we got
What's it called?
yeah, Hodge. They call him Red, but yeah.
The Vikings got a lot. The Lions got a lot. So if either one of them make the Super Bowl, we'll have a bunch of players in.
I tell you, it's amazing what winning does for your reputation because Bijan is the only
You knew
running back in the
Saquon.
NFL with
You knew
this top
Saquon
five in
was
rushing
getting it,
and receiving. He's third in, huh?
and then not
Yeah,
Montgomery,
man,
but
I knew Saquon was getting it,
the
but
other
go ahead.
one, Sonic Gibbs. Yeah, Gibbs getting it. That
Gibbs,
with their team success and him
Gibbs,
only
yeah.
being, think in total, 150 yards, 200 yards behind
I mean,
Bijan. I know it's like it's not super close, but like it's not such a gap that like you can ignore the 14 wins. It is what it is. Either
I mean,
way,
so he's better,
either
but
way,
yeah, I mean,
come
but Josh Jacobs on the
that
third
one's
over
kind of
him, but
crazy. I'm
it is
not
what it
gonna lie.
is.
Bijan has the third most scrimmage yards for running backs behind Saquon. Saquon and Derrick Henry are gonna get both the All Pro spots, and you're not gonna hear a word of it from me. You're not gonna hear a word. You feel me?
Yeah,
But
Bijan better be second team
as
though.
we continue, got Atlanta money line versus Carolina. Now we both decided to go with AFC North games on Saturday, but we just picked different games. You got Pittsburgh money line Cincinnati. What went into that?
Um, I'm too scared to take a
What?
spread on that because
With
Joe Burrow been hot. He been hot as a
playoff
fish
is
grease.
popping when you put it in. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think everything's gonna break their way so that they get into the playoffs. And I won't go as far as Micah to be like, oh, he deserves like some MVP votes. But it would be real hard to ignore if he managed to get into the playoffs.
I mean, if he get him,
Yeah.
he still wouldn't do it
And what is
because
that?
no one's
It'll be
giving you
nine
MVP
wins,
for being
nine
a
and eight.
7th seed.
Yeah, they lost a bunch of games they had no business losing.
Yeah, 9 and 8.
Um, and if Pittsburgh wins, Pittsburgh gets the division outright, right?
Yeah, no,
Now,
they lost the
Baltimore
division
still
when they
got to
lost to
win to
Kansas
win
City
the
last
division.
week or whenever they played.
Yeah, I got
I
you.
mean, but Baltimore wins,
So
they get
that
it.
that
Like
kind of
if
feeds
Baltimore
into
wins, it's
my
their
point of the
division.
game I was talking about is that like I picked the early game. They'll know Pittsburgh could be in a position where they could rest their guys. To be honest with you, they've already clinched the playoffs. If Baltimore wins early, they won't need the division, or they can't get the division. Yeah, and they'll know that
You
before
know what? I
kickoff.
didn't even think about that. Hmm. Let's
They
start
know
that. Guys, this is why you
that
do
before
research before
kickoff.
you place your
So I
bets.
took the early game. I took So y'all hear me out. Hear me out. I know this sounds crazy. I was on one side of this all week. Then it came time for the rubber to meet the road. I am going to take Baltimore with the points. I was on Cleveland all week because I said 20 points is disrespect. A 20-point underdog is disrespect. These are still NFL players, right? 20 points is disrespect. And you know what rung in my head? You. Last year, when we were talking about Carolina being as bad as they were, and wasn't it 17 points, I think it was, to San Francisco? And I didn't take that. I took Carolina because I was like,
Hmm.
oh, it's too many points. I don't think you can underestimate the gap between a good team and a bad team. I don't think you can underestimate it. And the Cleveland organization is starting Bailey Zappi this week. They are starting Bailey Zappi this week.
Oh, I did not know that.
I got to take Baltimore with the 20. They might only play a half. Yeah, straight up into the
Yeah,
game.
it's about to
Like
be what I tell you.
they
What I
might
tell
only
you.
play a half. I think they got it. I ain't gonna lie to you. I think they got it. So I'm gonna take Baltimore with the 20. Um, my next game, I'm taking New England -3, right? Or New England +3 versus Buffalo, right? So they're playing at New England. Buffalo has absolutely nothing to play for. Win or lose, they can't do anything, right? New England's going to be playing the backups. I think they want to have some good momentum going into the off season, and it's a divisional game. All those factors combined, I'm thinking it's going to be a tight game. I'm taking New England +3.
See, that holds some validity, but I mean, I think they mail it in because they got the number one pick. They don't want to
But
even
it's
come.
not a
They
lot of
don't even
times.
want to
I,
accidentally
I
fuck
don't
that
be
up.
trying to steal people's takes or whatever. But sometimes you hear something that like just makes way too much sense, and you're like, man, maybe I'm trying to outsmart the room. I was watching TV this week, and one of the dudes he pointed out that like the best thing for the Bills organization to do would be to lose this game because it would put New England for at least another 3 years, right? Because you're probably going to keep Jerome Mayo. You're not going to get the first overall pick that you can trade because you have your quarterback. And so, like, you can't rebuild your team or rebuild that line.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think they. I
I
think it's
think
gonna be very
Shador is the
difficult to
only
trade that pick because I
quarterback
don't
that you
think any
can
quarterbacks
kind
are
of.
worth trading up for.
I think the tape is gonna. Oh, I
I
know
don't
somebody's gonna
I don't
fall
even
in
think
love
he's
with
worth trading up
him.
for.
I know somebody's gonna fall in love
I don't know because like this draft class is a lot like the Kenny Pickett draft class, like
crazy.
because some people don't
That's
even have
crazy.
Shador as a first round talent. I don't think it's that crazy. I think he is. I
He
don't think it's that
does.
crazy because he does have glaring
He
holes in
does.
his
But
game.
I feel like
He
when you
holds the ball
watch
forever.
this,
That's the problem. He doesn't have spectacular arm strength.
I
He
feel like
doesn't
when
have many plus physical
you start
traits, and
watching this film, you fall in love with him. The person. I know you do. I know you do. I'm saying
I watch
I
this
feel
film.
like
I'm a
guys
Colorado guy. I watch this film.
feel like the league. When
I
they start
just
watching it, they're gonna fall in love with the person I think is actually gonna be hurt the most during this draft process from the quarterback
just
position is actually Cam Moore.
I mean, but the thing is, it's like this. When it comes to coaches and all of that, they're going to like Cam a little more because he got more tools than Shador. He's faster. He got a strong arm, and he's
Cam
bigger.
makes it.
And he does. But the thing is,
I get,
coaches care
which I
about
get.
the stuff that you
I
can't
feel like
coach.
Shador's been working the ball.
That's why Josh Allen went where he went. That's why Caleb Williams went where he went. That's why Jaden Daniels went number 2. That's why we took Penix. Like typically, these quarterbacks go early because they have things that you can't coach.
Yeah, I kind of feel that way.
What is
Yeah,
Shador's superpower?
like he was
His
never a
basic,
high interception.
maybe. I mean, yeah, but he's playing in a spread offense. Like he takes a lot of sacks,
We
and
can
I
get
don't care
into
what
that
anyone
in the
says. Sacks is a quarterback
draft
stat too.
discussion. Regardless, New England plus 3. I feel like is the right play there. For you, you got Denver beating Kansas City's backups. What went into that one?
Yeah,
Like you see,
Kansas
people
City's
say
backups, and
that, but
Kansas
like
City
I
don't want to
don't
let Burrow
think
in.
that's the case at all. Actually,
You could say that, but Burrow's one of the only ones in the
I
playoffs that
feel
actually
like
beat Mahomes.
since then he's won back-to-back Super Bowls. You know what I'm saying?
But
He Burrow,
but he didn't beat Burrow to do it. He beat Josh Allen to do it last year.
no,
Josh
he
Allen
didn't.
took out Burrow. Yes, he did.
The Bengals went into Buffalo and
The
put
Bengals,
the
Josh
ass to
Allen took
Buffalo.
Burrow all last year.
And then Kansas City beat them in the conference championship game.
They did.
And what you're talking about is 2 years ago. Yes,
No. Well, that was the first time he
they've
beat
only
him
played twice.
in the playoffs since they've been beating him.
They've only played twice in the playoffs.
Bur- huh? I'm talking about in
No, he hasn't.
general. I think Burrow
That's
has
a
like
total
the head
misconception.
to head over him.
Go ahead, bro. It's a
Is it
total
this
misconception.
Tyler? Let me look this up.
He just beat them this year.
Uh,
Talking about Burrow like he this boogeyman, but like the
let's
Chiefs have
see.
been looking at him.
Yeah, Joe Burrow has more wins.
He didn't play one. He
He's
didn't
up
play
three
a game.
two.
He didn't play a game. Because I was about to say they've won 4 out of the last 5.
Yeah,
They've only
Burrow's the
played
only
twice in
one
the
that has
they've
a
only
winning
played
record like
twice in the
Mahomes.
playoffs.
So it
They
comes
beat
down
him
to a
twice.
chess match. You can say whatever you want to say, but ain't no one else beat him.
Yeah.
Nobody else beat him. Burrow the only one that can say that.
And ain't
Ain't
beat him
none of
since.
them else beat him. Burrow's the only one to beat him.
I don't know, bro. Like
Burrow's the only one to do it. He has the winning record versus him, so it makes sense. Hey, if I can keep out the only guy that's actually beat me, I could do that. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Because the thing is, you can't do nothing about Buffalo. Buffalo's in. Can't do nothing about Lamar. They in. You can control but you have direct control to where the Burrow gets in tonight.
to
So
be
if you
honest
can
with
make
you,
that shit
like
a little bit easier, wouldn't you?
watching both of those games this year, To me, because Cincy's always been a bad matchup for Buffalo. It makes far more sense for you to have Cincy in because you wouldn't face him to the second round, and they could possibly take out Buffalo.
Or you can keep him out and then just deal with. Because the thing is, you got to
Yeah,
bye week anyway.
right. Then you don't have to play
But
Buffalo,
if Cincinnati wins, you got to play him.
which is true.
You won't
Which
have to play
is
Buffalo
no,
to
they're
the
the two seed.
NFC to the AFC Championship
They're the
anyway,
two
because they're the
seed.
2 seed. So if you can make it, if you got to choose between playing Bo Nix
Bo
again
Nix isn't
or
going to make
Burrow,
it to
you're
you.
gonna take
Bo Nix,
Bo Nix.
Josh Allen is going to slap Bo Nix in the first round. That's going to
But guess what? Okay,
You'll
and
probably
that's
play the
perfectly
Steelers in
fine.
the second game.
Then
Yeah.
you play what, the Steelers?
With TJ Watt screaming off the edge.
Like I'll take my
Now I got KC going all the way. That's spoiler alert. I got KC going all the way. Right?
that like you like you said that like that's gonna be an issue like they don't be
Lining up at tight end. That was
Kansas City
crazy. The
linemen keep
announcer was
outside.
so wild. He was like, we got Jamal lining up at tight end. Um,
Like you can say that's not a feasible thing, but
either way,
I
either way,
guarantee the Chiefs say, hey, you want to keep
that
out Joe
makes
Burrow?
sense.
Hell yeah.
You got Denver over KC's backups. Now, third game, I got this may be the last chance I get for a long time to bet against Will Levis. So I gotta take it. Houston plus 1.5 at Tennessee. No, 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 no. Rudolph is in.
Will Levis ain't even
Rudolph is in
starting,
for
is
right
he?
now. Hear me
Then
out.
why are you bet?
Rudolph is in right
Then
now,
how was it your last
dealing
time I
with
bet against
nagging
him if he
injuries.
ain't playing?
I said, let's go, baby. I promise that line moves before kickoff. I promise that line moves before kickoff. Because I think Will Levis is going to get in this game. Need that. Need that. So I got Houston at 1.5 right?
Mm.
Um, you got the game I stayed away from. Minnesota money line Detroit. Why you got I stayed away from it because like the line was 2.5, which is basically saying like it's a coin flip game, it's a divisional game. They both got 14 wins. What
Really?
what what got you there?
I don't know. Minnesota schedule. So Minnesota played Detroit week 7. They lost
Mm-hmm.
31-29. 2-point game, right? Since then, Detroit has
Yeah, I give you
continued to
that,
be
but
ravaged
their
by injuries, and
offense
Minnesota
has
is
gone
healthy.
bananas.
I mean, yeah, sure. The offense has gone bananas, but their offense is predicated through the run game. And they lost a big part of it when they lost Montgomery. Minnesota has the number 1 run defense in the
Hey,
NFL.
bro. Hey, bro. I'm sorry.
Detroit
I'm
gonna get
sorry.
theirs, but you don't got to start
6
from you just got
minutes
to slow
ago
them
on
down.
Twitter, the Titans will start Will Levis at QB for the season finale. What I tell you? What I tell you? Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yo, it's gonna be your last time betting against Will Levis, y'all. Bet on it. Guarantee that line moves. Guarantee that line moves. I got him in one of that. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. All right, go ahead.
Yeah, but Minnesota has the number 1 worst defense. Um, Detroit
Yeah,
lost the
yeah.
knuckles to their
Montgomery being out
Sonic
because
backfield. So
bro, the Lions.
um,
Yeah,
yeah, I mean Detroit is gonna get theirs. Like, don't get it twisted, but Detroit. I don't think Detroit can stop.
yeah.
Minnesota got a better chance of stopping Detroit than Detroit got
You
to
know
stopping
what
them.
I actually think is I don't think a lot of people are ready for is the fact that Minnesota could put hands and feet on Detroit because Detroit defense ain't good at all. They've been slacked around, and bro, the last
I'm not gonna
five
say it
weeks
ain't
they've
good at
been
all,
the
but
worst defense in the league by a
it's
mile.
it's rough.
Like it's been bad. Like all their defensive ranks before they got the Hutchinson and it was after Hutchinson, but like before they really got that rash of injuries, they were like 11th or 12th.
Okay, so I'm looking at the Vikings schedule or whatever. I just had a random thought. I'm pretty sure you've seen it, but I'm not gonna say his name, but you're gonna know it. But there's a certain ESPN employee that says Sam Darnold isn't all that, and he hasn't thrown a 300-yard game since November 24th versus the Bears. But
I don't even
he
know who
threw
that
two
is,
more after that. Like
but like yeah, I feel like some of the
he's very loud and very
I don't want to
obnoxious.
accuse nobody integrity. I feel like a lot of people who talk about it don't watch all the games, right?
Yeah, he definitely don't because
You feel me?
he's the
Like
biggest person at ESPN. But yeah,
it's like
need to go ahead and let the hairline
well,
go
that's
too. But
okay. Like you can commentate on games without watching every game. Very cool. You know what I'm saying? Some of that is box score watching.
yeah,
Some of that is stuff fed to you. Like
I mean yeah, but the thing is like even if you a box score watching, you still couldn't mess up that bad. He
yeah,
said
that's
he
crazy.
hadn't threw 300 yards, and his last game he threw for 377.
Because we
If
played
we just look at the
Cincinnati,
last
didn't
game
we?
he threw, oh damn,
He turned us like I was about to say.
yeah,
Like, what are we
yeah,
talking about?
he threw
Um,
340 and 5 touchdowns on us.
but yeah, Minnesota. That's gonna
Yeah,
be a tough game. But what the point I was gonna get to, and we'll touch more on it in ATM. Lions could be out in the first round, bro.
um, they could, but the thing is
They don't play
like,
Tampa.
do you think Tampa could stop their offense?
If
If they the fifth
Tampa
seed, they would play
wins,
Tampa.
they play. Um, that's what I'm saying. Rams are
Tampa can't
resting this week.
jump what's it called unless the Rams lose. Tampa's four.
Nah, but Tampa's got a better. Tampa could go up to the three.
Did they
It'll
play
be
each other?
Detroit versus. It'll be Detroit versus LA in LA with LA off a week of rest, giving themselves a bye week.
Oh,
Yeah, but
well, I still don't think
they
LA can
can't
stop
stop
them.
LA. Stafford has been playing. Boy, hey, go check it. Stafford been
LA
playing
offense
nasty,
ain't been
bro.
that good to be honest.
Stafford been playing nasty for a minute. I promise you, he's better than you think.
I'm not saying he ain't bad. I'm just saying that offense ain't really
Early in the
did
season,
nothing
they
really.
were they were bad.
It's just
They were
poking the
just
cool. Like
downright bad earlier in the season. But a lot of that was due to injury. Since those guys came out, they was cooking. They had a 7 game win streak for them.
but how much? Uh, so Matthew Stafford, his stats for the season, right? Matthew Stafford in the
Huh?
past 3 games has not even thrown over 200
Look at
yards,
what's the Russian doing?
but he's cooking. He has one
What
touchdown and
was
one
he doing?
interception in
What
three
was he
games,
doing
and
during the
not
7 game
ain't
win
broke
streak?
200.
Go back and look.
So, but Stafford playing nasty.
Who they
The
play?
last 3 games, the man ain't threw for over 200 yards, but he playing nasty. Matter of fact, how about this? Let's go in the past 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. In the last 7, he's thrown over 203
This is
times.
balance. That's Kyron Williams. What has Kyron Williams been doing?
Hmm?
He's been playing good quarterback. He has been
No,
playing.
but no. You said
He's been
don't say.
playing good
You said
quarterback.
Matthew Stafford been playing nasty.
He's been
Matthew
playing
Stafford
good
been playing
quarterback.
nasty. He been nasty. Not really.
What's he had on the season?
So you telling me His last game, they beat the Cardinals. He had a 53.1
What
completion
is he
percentage.
on the season?
Versus the Niners,
What
he
is
had
he on the season?
59.3. Versus the Saints, he had 58.3. On the season,
How many picks?
he's
7?
3,720 touchdowns.
That's good quarterback play, bro.
8.
Cool.
That's average as fuck.
Lions face them. I could see them going home in the first round.
They not gonna score enough points.
We can pull. I'm confident on them. We can little
They
side.
not gonna score because look, because hold on. Because look, you got they played the Cardinals, they played the Jets, they played the Niners, they played the Bills, they played the Saints, and they played the Eagles and Patriots.
Yeah, everybody best game.
His best game was versus the Patriots. 295, 4 touchdowns. His second versus game was versus the Bills.
That was the shootout
320,
game,
2 touchdowns.
right? That was the shootout game, right? And everybody beats the.
Huh? Yeah. The thing is, they ain't none of them teams got the offense the Bills got. I mean, the Lions got. Not even the Bills.
They scored. Then they scored 36 versus the Bills.
That was a
You would
head-to-head matchup.
consider
I
the
don't count
Bills
head-to-head matchup
defense
because
very
styles make fights.
comparable to the Lions. And they scored 36 on them.
The Bills defense is better than the Lions, but I don't compare them because we're talking about matchups. These are totally different defenses.
Against the Jets defense, I know that was a knockout drag-out game. The Jets game was ugly. I remember that. The Jets game was ugly. We're getting totally sidetracked. We're not.
We are,
We're not.
but you talking out your neck, bro. They've won 9-13, 12-6, 21-14, 19-9. Then they had the 42-44, and then they lost to the Eagles 37-20. They scored. So out of the last 6 games, they've scored over 20 once.
When everybody came back.
Bills. Yeah, but during the last 6, they've only scored over 20 one time. So where does this
may just be remnants left over.
Where's it at?
It may just be remnants left over from the street.
No. Where's the offense you said was cooking?
They meet a team like the Lions in the playoffs. They got the upper hand.
They don't got the upper hand. I don't understand why you think that, because they don't. Matter of fact, hold on. They've scored.
The early part of the season was terrible.
Let's see.
Early part of the season was terrible.
So when is it? When the week one started? September 8th. Okay. 1, 2. Okay, we going over.
I don't know what your line of even is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They've in the entirety of the season, they scored over 20 points 5 times.
2 of
them. No. I think anytime they score over 20, they won at least. Well, maybe not. Yeah, hold on. They scored 20, lost. Scored 10, lost. Scored 27 won. Scored 18, lost. Scored 19, lost. Scored 20, they beat the Raiders. They scored 30, beat the Vikings.
Over that point, the team you talking about gonna win.
Scored 26, beat the Seahawks. I said the Lions. I ain't saying Minnesota. I said the Lions. Yeah, they've only scored over 20 points 5 times.
Do you think the Lions offense,
This
or do you think the
this has
Lions
at no
defense
point
can
been a
stop the
prolific
run?
offense.
Ooh, I
The
disagree
Rams,
with you.
yes, because
And that's
there's
it.
nothing to
It's fine.
stop. They're not good. I mean, I'm not gonna say they're not good, but they're average as fuck. The proof's in the pudding. What are you
The
basing this
amount
off
of
of?
injuries that the Lions defense has is
Your
comparable to
feelings?
the offenses that they've scored.
What has the Lions
The
offense
Rams
done to give
offense,
you such confidence? And they ain't done shit. Like, what are you basing the Lions? Whatever. What are you basing the Rams offense off of?
when I watch
Where do
the
you
game,
base
Matt
this
Stafford looks like
fan of
he's
production
playing
off
good
of? Because they
quarterback.
ain't producing it.
Kyron Williams looks like he's running the ball. Kyron
The
Williams
stats
running
will
the
tell you
ball
he's
well.
not.
That's a good
He
offense.
playing average as fuck.
Can we move on?
They don't. They average just
Pray that we get this matchup just so I can put money on it.
offense. Right? The Rams offense is 14th in passing,
I
23rd in
pray that we
rushing,
get this matchup
20th in
just so
points
I
per
can put
game,
money on
18th in points per play. They're 15th in yards per
it.
play. Like their average is fucking every
The
single metric. They're not
Lions
top elite in anything.
defense has been the
So what are you
worst,
basing this off
like
of? Feelings?
years in the past like month and a half. It's been
Fine,
the
cool,
worst.
cool. Yeah, but the last
So almost any offense could cook against them. The 49ers have looked like garbage booty juice, and they were a missed throw away from beating that team. If the Rams play them, they're gonna win, and that's fine. It
the,
probably won't happen. It probably won't happen.
no, they're not.
But at
They're
some
not.
point in time, we need to talk about the other two games. This
Hold on, no, because hold on, because you're talking about Jeanette. Because look, the Niners 34, Bills 48, in the Packers 31. Like other than no one scored over 20. Bears
the Bears
34-17.
guys who had the
Bears
worst
again 20
offense.
to
They
23.
played the Bears guys
Packers,
who have had
they
one
beat
of
the
the
Packers,
worst offenses.
but that Bears game was like Caleb Williams' best game. That was the Thanksgiving game. The Colts
Two
6 points.
completely inept
Jaguars
teams.
6 points.
PJ Stroud is going through
Texans
one of the
23. Like,
most historic fucking sophomore slumps. Look at the last three teams they faced. Look at the last three
well, that's
teams they
before that's
played.
before all the injuries happened. The last three teams were
You had
the
another team in there.
Niners, the
It
Bears,
wasn't
and
the
the
Bears.
Bills.
Okay.
You said the last three games:
The Packers. So
Niners,
like
Bears,
the Packers
Bills.
scored
Then you
30.
got the Packers.
The
Yeah, they scored 31. That's an elite, but that's also
Bills
an elite
scored
offense.
what the and
Bills,
we're
an elite
fine.
offense. Niners, an elite offense. They are.
What
The Niners rank higher in every single metric the Niners rank higher. The Niners rank higher in every single metric than the
you know what? You're absolutely right. So
Rams.
why they only got 6 wins this season? So you understand the fact that
Because
injuries
injuries have kicked their ass across the
you
team.
understand the fact that
Despite the
injuries can
injuries,
play
they still managed to
or
do their
whether or
thing
not a
though.
team can perform. Yes or no? Because you just said it about the Niners. So the exact same logic I'm fucking using about the Lions.
Yes, but
Injuries and playing
no, because it's not the same. Because the Lions have only gave up points to elite offenses, good offenses. The Rams are not a good offense. They're average as fuck. They are average as fuck. They probably the worst offense in the playoffs on both sides. The average is they're not ranked higher than 12. They're not ranked higher than 15 for anything. The average is fuck. I don't know. I don't know why you cater for this average ass offense. I don't understand it. Because your thing is, hey, the Rams offense kind of good, and I proved the
Once
point.
again,
Oh, Staring playing nasty. I showed you we ain't. Like, so what are you talking about? This you
I
have not
literally just
given
told you
me
that the
any
Lions
real thing
offense
other
is
than feelings.
historic. You want to pull up that the Lions stats for the past 6 weeks on defense and what they have been doing. To really be, they are bad on defense right now.
The only teams that have scored more than 30 on them were the Bills and the Packers and the Niners. For injuries or not, the Niners are still considered a good offense. The team has been in shambles, yeah. The Bills, are you gonna say that's a bad offense? No, you're not. Packers? No, you're not. Who else scored more than 30? Yeah, no one else has scored more than 30 points. Nobody.
So we're gonna base the fact that they faced the Jags
Nobody has scored more than 30 points,
terrible.
but them three teams. Hey, look, you can't make a schedule. You can only play who's on it.
No, I'm saying I'm really finna go down. They played the Jags. They
I
played
didn't
the
say the
Bucks.
Jags. You got the Jags.
Anthony Richardson can't get people past to save his life. They played
But
the.
I said nobody has
Trying to
scored more
remember
than
the
30.
teams rolling off now. I'm not saying they played a cupcake schedule. I'm not saying they're bad. I'm saying Styles fights. I like that matchup. That's all. It's probably a matchup that won't happen, but I like that matchup.
I don't I don't
Hey, look,
understand your confidence in
that's
that
all I
matchup.
said.
But
I
we
said
can
that
agree
like
because we can
10
definitely
minutes
put
ago.
American
They're
currency.
like, no, if it happens, we can run. Okay. All right,
And
cool.
we could do that
Pay on camera.
because you
Pay
talking
on
crazy.
camera.
Because
Cash at
I
me.
don't
Show the
understand your
call.
confidence
Anyway,
in this
back to the
average ass
games. I
offense.
got, you got New Orleans at Tampa, right? Um, you got them going money line. I just got plus 14. I ain't gonna lie to you. Once again, prayers, heart sympathies go out to all the victims of the attack in New Orleans. Heart goes out to y'all. Terrible situation. On to the game. New Orleans at Tampa. I don't see Tampa can win. They can blow the doors off. New Orleans doesn't have much to play for. I can't imagine a division game over 14 last game of the season. That granted, New Orleans doesn't have a lot to play for at all, right? They don't have a lot to play for at all. And Tampa has everything to play for. Winning your in situation. 14 is a lot of points for a division game. I know I took 20 earlier. 14 is a lot of points for a division. So I got New Orleans plus 14. You taking them to win. I ain't got that much on.
But I also
That's
preface
fair.
that with I don't think it's really gonna
Um,
happen. But hey, I'm just throwing it
if
out there.
everything breaks that way, we get in. And Lord knows we need to. All right, so moving on to the props of the week. Uh, Atlanta at the Panthers. Props for the week. I got Bijan as an anytime touchdown. You got him with 118 total yards. You're taking the over on that. Feel like both of those can happen. Bijan's eclipsed over 100 scrimmage yards for, is it 9? I was gonna say in
11
a row. It's been
games.
9 in a row, right?
It's been at least 11. I think it was 11 in a row. I think.
Probably over 11 for the season. Oh, it was 11 for the season, 9 in a row. Could be off there.
Yeah, it was 100 it was 100.
Yeah,
It was
12.
9 in a row 3 weeks ago.
Was that his streak for the season? Was it broken at some point? I know last game he had over 100. Um, what was that? The Giants game? Ooh, might have been broken in the Giants game actually. I mean, he had a good bit of Algier in that game. Might have been broken in the Giants. Okay, and then he got past
No,
that.
he had
And then the
94 rushing.
Raiders
I'm pretty
game?
sure he had some receiving too.
Yeah, so he might be at 12.
He had 125 rushing in the Raiders game. Because and then he had 90 last. He had 90 rushing last week. I don't know how many
Let's
receiving
just
he had.
stay conservative and say 11. I think that 118 is a great bet. Anytime touchdown, he scored, was it 3 touchdowns in the past 4 weeks? Scored versus the Giants, scored versus uh
He scored 2 last week, 2 the week
so
before. I think he
anytime
scored 4
touchdown is
touchdowns. He
pretty much
scored
safe.
4 the past 2.
Um you got Penix over 220. Carolina's passing
Yeah.
defense has not been stellar. They also have struggled mightily to rush the quarterback. Um, I think that is going to be his calling card. I think this is the week he kind of lights it up, and then um, both of our passing prompts kind of speak to them. I got London over 70 yards and Pitts over 33. You got London for an anytime touchdown and Kyle Pitts for an anytime touchdown. So both of us are kind of
Damn. Yeah.
also it was
Washington
11
broke the
games.
damn streak. He was 2 yards short. Well, Dahlman actually broke the streak with that dumbass
Good God.
snap, but because
And
he
he,
lost 22 yards on that.
he never touched the ball again, did he? I
So
can't
he
think
so he
of
had it, but yeah.
after that play. Yeah, because that was a pass to London, a pass to Pitts for the
Yeah.
touchdown,
So
and then
yeah.
Atlanta got Atlanta got the ball back late. One pass to Moore. Yeah, he never touched the ball again. Dang, that's tough. Oh, hey, 11 games, over 100 yards. That's a great streak, middle of the season. Uh, got the anytime touchdown, and then on the Carolina side, no, you got Thielen for anytime touchdown. I got Carolina's money line in the first quarter. Um, we have notoriously had very difficult first halves. We haven't really experienced it under Penix. Um, and then like that whole our defense being on the field for a super long time. Now, Cooper Hubbard is done for the season, right? He's not playing this game. So the run game might suffer a bit. But like watching our run defense just get kind of taken on like that last week has me believing like if they were to score quickly, they could shorten the game up to be behind in the first quarter.
a lot of that a lot of that had to do with us not matching personnel because they came out of the line of 2 tight end sets and just ran it
That's
on our
a
throat and we stayed a nickel.
that's a coaching issue, but
So
like all season, they've made great adjustments at half. That has kind of been their calling card is to come out in the second half and be in a much better spot. And so I'm taking the money line, Carolina money line in the first quarter. That's all I got. You guys bet responsibly, bet safely. Please don't do nothing I wouldn't do. It's not a lot, but it could land you in jail. Like if you ever find yourself betting on, you know, Chinese chess contest at 3 in the morning, phone down, call it like put the app down, close the app, call the number. Call the number. Just go ahead and get some help, right? Um, don't bet nothing you can't afford to lose. All right, y'all. We'll be back next week.
facts.
We'll recap these. It's been your boy Q City. We out.
Your boy Todd Bravado.
Peace.
Hey y'all, he owe me some money too. Watch. Peace.